Good morning. In Political Science class 11th, we are continuing and concluding the chapter Freedom. And the topic that is taken today is limitations on individual freedom. So far, children, we had been knowing about freedom, more freedom to be given to the people, or the views of various philosophers and scholars on liberty or freedom, especially for the people, to give freedom, more freedom to the people, and to limit the power of the state. Like some believed in state as an evil, some as necessary evil, some an ideal and welcome institution, etc. Yes, they all wanted that the people, individuals, each one of the people in a country must live with dignity, must have the opportunities to develop his personality. Yes, of course, without disturbing and without hindering the liberty of others. You will agree, if the liberty, if there is absolute freedom or liberty, and there is no check, no authority is there to check any kind of behavior of the individual, actions of the individuals, individually or in group, then it may hinder the liberty of others. So, for the sake of the interest of all the people in a state or in a country, it is required that some limitations or provision should be there that puts genuine or reasonable restriction on unwanted or harmful behavior or actions of the people. Because here, one or few people are not important, all the people are important equally. So, the interest of each individual is to be taken care of. So, we are talking about in our own country, about our own country, India. So, the limitations on individual in India are like that. In our constitution, certain reasonable restrictions on liberty are mentioned under Article 19, Part 2. And they are like this, like these are the actions that cannot be or that cannot be allowed, and people cannot behave in these manners. For example, state security. State security, again, children, don't get confused. State, we do not mean the state of UP, Bihar, Uttarakhand, etc. Here, in political language, the state is for the entire country. Okay, so state security, as you know, comes before individuals' freedom. Nation comes first. है ना? We are free and safe when our nation and country is free and safe. If it is not safe, the boundaries are not safe, it is attacked, then obviously we are also not safe. So, state, all of us should have this feeling that nation comes first and we should live for the nation. State security comes before individuals' freedom, and they are forbidden from doing any act or task which hinders the security of our country. If any person instigate, provokes the people against the security, dignity, sovereignty of our country, okay, and instigate the people to strike against dignity of the country, so such person's liberty is likely to be curbed or to be controlled or taken away. He will be arrested, he will be put behind the bars. Alright, then this can be done even on the ground of suspicion also. If there is a doubt that this person might do something wrong against the law and order, security of the country, then that person is arrested. Then, incitement of an offense. Yes, here a person himself may or may not be involved directly in any offense against the nation, against the country, but he is what? Inciting, creating such condition, okay, in the minds of the people against the country. So they are also subject to what? Limit their freedom. Then defamation. Defamation means to put wrong allegations, bad names against any individual. So if a person defame a person's in a society, it is treated as an offense. So we cannot defame any person, or we cannot make statements against the dignity of any other person. It is very important. And no publication or statement should be made to make mockery of any person or to promote hatred against him or her. So we are no one to spoil the impression, you can say, of a person in the society. If we do so, then against such action, any action, legal action can be taken. In Hindi it is called manhani, loss of the, or our dignity is attacked. Then public decency or morality. Yes, it is also very important. Wherever we go, whatever we do, we have to keep certain points in our mind. That is the way we behave in the society. We walk, we dress up, we behave. We should behave in such a manner which is not vulgar, okay, and which is not against the norms, morality of our what? Of the people. So that such actions which are against the morality and that are vulgar, such actions are limited and checked. Then public order. And public order is related to the situation of law and order, peace and security in the society for the people. So any action that disturbs the law and order, peace and security in the society is curbed, and no one can spread terror in society. You all know in news, you all are aware about the terrorist attacks or actions, and they are either killed or arrested because they are no one to spread hatred, terror in the society to disturb the people. Okay, so in such case, the magistrate can ban any such conference also or assembly also that can disturb the situation of law and order and peace in the society. Then another limitation is on the contempt of court. Contempt of court means to disobey the court. It is related to the disobedience of the court in both the matters, civil as well as criminal. Civil means related to theft, property, public problem, family problems, etc. And criminal, yes, murder, etc. or threat to life, etc. So such, if any order is given and it is not followed, then the liberty of the person is curbed. So that is related to what? Contempt of court. And it was defined by the amendment in 1971. Then another limitation is related to the action against or to maintain sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. We have to maintain the sovereignty, unity, and integrity of India. Means we must not work or do anything which goes against the unity and integrity of our country. We must do for the unity of the country. We must work for the unity, sovereignty, and integrity of the country. Alright. Like we all are given various rights for our development, like to speech, expression, etc. But we can give statement and speech and expression only for the what? For the unity, for the betterment, for strengthening our country, and not to weaken the country and disturb the unity and sovereignty of our country. And if it is so, it is liable to be punished. So we see all the above mentioned conditions, or we have done so far, they put a limit on freedom or liberty in the interest of public morality and state sovereignty. Thank you.